This is the Outerplane Reforge guide on how to get more of these red Reforge Catalysts. Many players will find that they never have enough of these to upgrade their red gears with, especially early and mid-game players, so let's get straight into every method of getting more. The first and easiest way to get a lot more of these red catalysts is simply by combining the blue ones into the red ones. So to do that, you open your inventory, click on the material tab to open up to the screen, then click on any of these catalysts, click the combine button underneath it, and then click on the red one, and you can see that you can convert 6 blues into 1 red, and it costs 1,750 gold each. So 100 of these cost 600 blue catalysts and 175,000 gold, which isn't too bad. Like, the price is pretty reasonable actually, but the gold cost adds up if you're like doing a lot more. But overall, the price is very reasonable, and this is a good way to get more red catalysts. Another good way to get a few extra red catalysts is actually in the supply module in the base. So you can see that they sell weapons here. When you see a 1-star or 2-star or 3-star red weapon or accessory or piece of gear, whatever, in the store, you should buy it because it's very cheap, and it's actually worth the gold to get the reforged materials. But if it's 4, 5, or 6-star, it's not worth it just for the material because it costs a lot more gold. So I'll do a few refreshes for science to see if I get any reds. Oh, I got one straight away. Yeah, very nice. So you can see this costs 50k gold. And if I go and dismantle it, I think a 3-star will give me 15 or 20. I think 15. So here it is, dismantle. And I got 15 red catalysts for about 50k, which, if you convert the gold cost of combining blue into red, it's pretty worth it overall. It's even more efficient for 2 and 1-star red pieces that you find in the shop, because it's a lot cheaper than the 3-star pieces. A 4-star and above in the shop is when it's not gold efficient to buy and convert into red reforge pieces. The next place to get about 80 extra red reforge material pieces a week is actually in the arena shop, but you should only be doing this if you are active enough in arena to clear the skill books out every week first. So if you once you clear the skill books out, if you're active in arena, you should be able to easily afford everything else in the shop, which are these 4-star pieces. You might think they're useless, but well, they are useless. So you just get these pieces just to dismantle them for the red reforge catalysts. So they give 20 each, so if you get all 4 every week, that should be an extra 80 red reforge catalysts for basically free. The next place is the guild shop. So again, in this shop, the priorities are the skill books first, and then I recommend you get the gold first, gold next after the skill books, and then you can get these 3 epic to legendary accessory chests per week. The chances of getting a red piece from this is actually pretty good, so it should be at least an extra 20 to like 40 pieces red reforge catalysts per week from dismantling these. And also the chance of getting 6-star red accessories isn't too bad either. So I'd say you probably have like a 50-50 chance per week from 3 chests to get at least 1 red 6-star piece. So getting these for 6-star pieces isn't too bad either. Now the next place to get some extra red reforge catalysts is the survey hub, the season 2 survey hubs specifically. And you can see you can get 10 or up to 50 per week for 500 survey points. Personally, I don't think this is worth it as much as some of the other stuff, such as the refined gluonite, which is a lot harder to come by, for example. But if you really need the red reforge catalyst, then there's another place to get them. Next up is probably an obvious one, but probably not a lot of people are doing right now, is dismantling your bad red armor pieces. So only armor pieces and not weapons and accessories, because these can be used to break through your other good pieces to increase the stats. So you can see they can go up to T4, the weapons and accessories. So usually you want to save the weapons and accessories, but the bad armor pieces like these, like the helmet, boots, whatever, so you can kind of tell which ones are bad. So you can see 3, 1, 1, 2 rolls on each sub stat. So that's not very good. So unlocked it, and you go through all your pieces. Like let's say click on this one. This one has 2 rolls in speed, 3, 2, 3. But the resilience is kind of bad, but could be useful in the future. Who knows? So I'm gonna skip that one for now. This one has 2, 3, 3, 3, which is very high base stats. Evasion set might be useful in the future. Might as well keep it. Just go through to find something that's terrible, not that good. So there's 2, 1, 3, 3, but there's flat health, so it's kind of bad. So I'm probably gonna dismantle this one. So okay, to save some time, I'll just say, okay, I found all my bad red armor pieces already. So now I'm gonna dismantle all of them. It's pretty easy to see because they'll be the only ones that you can select. So you just select both of them. They give you 40 each, which is actually quite a lot. Boom, select all of them, dismantle, and yeah, easy red, more red reforged material. Next up, we have the red event pieces from the event shop. So usually I wouldn't recommend you to get these, like just like farming the event level just to get these pieces, because I don't think it's worth the stamina to farm for these. But let's say you accidentally overcapped, like you accidentally farmed too much and you have too much currency and you really need some extra red material. You just go for these ones, I guess. So I think 5-star pieces give you 30 red reforged materials each, so it's not that terrible. But I wouldn't farm the currency just for the reforged material, just to dismantle these. And lastly, I'm just gonna go through all the obvious places to get them, but you don't really notice because you probably are gonna do it anyway, and you probably will get them without noticing that much. So the first one is the daily login check-in rewards. So you can see you get 30 a month here. Next up, we have the Tower Floor 99, which again, people will probably just subconsciously clear to 100 every month anyway. So there's a 5 to 6 star legendary chest here. Let's say you get the 5-star weapon and you're not an early game player, so you don't really care about 5-star and you only care about 6-star ones. You get a 5-star one, boom, dismantle, 30 pieces. Next obvious one is the Archdemon Ruins, the Deeps. So you can see that sometimes you get red Reforge Catalysts in the chests, but people already just clear these ones just to clear them anyway, so yeah. And finally, we have the web events, which usually has red Reforge Catalysts. So you can see here, there's 5 here. And sometimes depending on these, what event, like this one's the rock, paper, scissors one, but sometimes if it's like the spin the wheel one, sometimes there's like 10 Reforge Catalysts there, but this one doesn't have it. But there's red Reforge materials in the basic daily missions where you get the tokens to spin it in the first place. And usually the bonus, this thing where the participation rewards, so usually there's at least 50 in every single event, one of these events. So yeah, that wraps up every single way to get more red Reforge materials if you're running low. Hoped I could help in some way, so yeah, see you in the next one.